3 suspects wanted for at least 10 cases of murder were killed in a shootout with police in KwaZulu-Natal. It's understood that the latest gun battle took place in the early hours of this morning.
Well, let's now speak to Robert Netshiunda about this. He's the spokesperson for the police in KwaZulu-Natal. Mr. Netshiunda, very good morning to you. Thank you so much for making time for us. What can you tell us about this incident and who exactly are these suspects?
What we can say for now is that these are the suspects who were wanted for a string of murders, including the 10 confirmed murders in and around the province. The team that works on these cases, which is the provincial intelligence team, was working on information when they received intelligence that these suspects were hiding in a house at Kwadlangeza, just outside Empangeni. And when police pounced on them in the early hours of this morning, instead of surrendering, the suspects opened fire at the police, sparking a shootout, which ended up in 3 of them being fatally wounded.
Yeah. Do we know how many suspects were in the house at the time of the shooting?
Yes, 3 suspects were in the house, and all 3 of them were fatally wounded. And these suspects are also alleged to have been involved in a ATM bombing yesterday. You will recall that one suspect was shot and fatally wounded yesterday when shot at the police at Empangeni in Empangeni. And 3 suspects went into the sugarcane farm. These are believed to be those suspects who escaped yesterday.
Yeah. And when you arrived on the scene after the shootout, were you able to collect any evidence that links them to at least the ATM bombing from yesterday?
The scene is still being combed, as you know, that our forensic need to come and comb the scene properly. But thus far, 2 firearms have been found in possession of the suspects. The entire house will be searched properly, and everything which is around the vicinity of the property will be searched, looking for any other exhibit that could be found.
Yeah. We understand that this, of course, is part of Operation Vala Umgodi. Do you know, though, from a provincial perspective, how many suspects have police in KZN killed since the start of the year? Or perhaps maybe any other period that you want to look at? I'm just trying to compare to what is happening in other provinces, because some people are accusing the police in KZN of being too hardened in their approach, while some, of course, are welcoming that.
When the Provincial Commissioner held a press conference, he mentioned that over 39 suspects were killed in the last 3 months. Now, in the space of a week, we had 3 suspects who were killed in Inanda. 1 yesterday, we have 3 today. So we're talking about at least 7 in a week. And that just shows how brazen the criminals are. They are willing to challenge the police, are willing to eliminate the police. They want to create a lawless state. And as the police won't sit and watch. If you are going to shoot at the police, you should expect the same response. And those who are saying police are being heavy-handed, if we give them a day as police officers and make them face criminals and hear the sound of gunshots towards them, they will resign immediately. Yep. So police are doing what they have to do.
Do you know whether IPAD is investigating any of these incidents?
Yes, IPAD is always put on board, because as police, you can investigate the actions of the police. So whenever there's a shootout, IPAD is involved to come and do their own investigation to see if there was any heavy-handedness on the police. And so far, we are proud to say that there has not been any incident where IPAD has found our police in the province to have been overly heavy-handed.
Yeah. Thank you so much for your time, Colonel Netshiunda, there on that incident that took place in KZN. As you heard, that just in a week, 7 suspects who have been shot dead.
Sure, that's a lot.